it's Avril Klein and you're watching another review of Supernatural, and the review for this week is Season 2, Episode 5, Simon Said. If you're new here, I'm doing like a recap and review of every single episode of Supernatural, so let's get into it. This one I was so excited for. I've rewatched this a few times, but obviously I don't remember all the details. And you know, season 3, season 4, season 5 really get into like the humor of the episodes, but season 2, like there's a few episodes here and there that are humorous, and this is one of them ones, and it like worked so well. We have another Sam psychic episode. He's seeing someone being killed, and so they go back to the bar or whatever it is that Ellen and Joe and Ash is at. So we're really 5 episodes in, and we're seeing these new recurring characters more. And it's crazy because like I totally it's so unusual that we're seeing these characters so much at once, and it's kind of weird because like you kind of forget it throughout Supernatural because there's 15 seasons of Supernatural, and so if something's like not consistent like this, then you forget about it. And who knows, like, you know, maybe that was like the idea was that it'd be something that was consistent throughout the entire series or whatever the series they thought they were gonna have left. And it was really like, who knows, maybe it's even only at the beginning of season 2, but it's like kind of crazy how like that was such a big thing in like these few episodes, and like you totally forget about it. Like it doesn't seem like a big deal. So they go to this town, and you know, they're trying to stop the guy from shooting up the gun store or whatever. And so you see that scene where the guy like asks Dean for the Paula, and he's like, yeah, you can have it. And it's like so crazy. And then you kind of learn like this guy, his psychic ability is that he can't get what he wants. Like he just says something into command and people have to do it. So like we had that person who could like move things with his mind. Sam, he has dreams of people dying before they die, which is like, I think it's good for his job because like this is the business he's in, but compared to these other psychic abilities, I feel like it's not that great if you're comparing them. So it fits perfectly for him. And also Simon Said is like the perfect title of this episode. We kind of talked about a little bit last episode, whereas like that title doesn't even make sense. Like, why was that the title? And with this, it's like, I guess like Simon Said, if you know that game, like how do you not know that game? But if you don't know the game, like people do what you do, you know, you're told to do something that are like hands on your head or something, and then you do it. And if they have to say Simon Says, and then if they just say, you know, put your hands on your knee without saying Simon Says, then you're out. So in that way, like it didn't have that, but it's like the element of like having to do what someone says. And so someone probably in the writer's room was like, let's call it Simon Says. Turns out it's not this guy who's killing people. He has an evil twin brother who has the same psychic ability. And then they mention it at the end about how, you know, the first brother that we see, we first think it's him, that he had that thing where his mother died in the ceiling, but then the twin brother didn't. And it's kind of interesting that they had the same ability. It's kind of bizarre in that way. And so they were saying it breaks pattern because he didn't have like a mom die on the ceiling like his twin brother did, like the other one. But like it's already weird that they have like the same psychic ability as twins. So maybe like I wouldn't think it necessarily breaks pattern because like, oh, they're twins, like there's some other connectivity that maybe he didn't have to go through that process. So like I wouldn't have thought in that way. Like they thought, like they were like, oh my god, it breaks pattern. But I'm like, those who don't know like what actually is happening, like I guess that could have happened with like not the mom dying on the ceiling. And so it's just like, I don't know if the writers at this point know where they're going with the whole like the mom dying on the ceiling. Like I don't know yet if they know where they're going, because it kind of seems like they're a little bit lost at this point. Like obviously we know what happens and we know where they go, but I feel like it's still the beginning of season 2. Maybe they're kind of like lost and they don't know what they're doing. And so of course this episode had a saving the girl element, which is so annoying. But I thought it was like not as annoying as they've had the saving a girl element in the past, but it still was so saving the girl. Also, we talked about Monster of the Week, and it was just like another person with a psychic ability, so it's not like a new monster, I guess. But kind of in the way Sam talks about himself, and like he kind of like doesn't want, he's like, all these other psychic people we've seen in the past, which is only one other person, like they ended up being a killer, like the psychic ability like changed them. And so that's like why he wanted to see like, okay, maybe like the first guy, he's like actually good, he hasn't killed anyone, like maybe there's hope for me. And he like did kill his twin brother, so he's like, he's a killer. But Dean's like, you're a killer too. Like So in that regard, it's kind of like a little bit dumb. But overall, the entire episode is like very funny and humorous, and it's kind of like, it makes you like more into the show, makes you want to watch. And this is probably like, this is what Supernatural did well the rest of the series, and why it did so long is because they have episodes for like this where they can take humor and they use it so well. And so that's why overall it's a really good episode. So that's all I'm gonna say about Simon Says. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and watch my other videos. Bye.